So you've been thinking about dying. Sounds like you've been listening to lying. She's so convincing, isn't she? She'll do anything for he. Wait a minute, what are you talking about? Who's she and who's he? Oh, don't you see? She's suicide, death's bride. So he's death and she's suicide. And believe me, they are not on your side. For she has one more for death than all the rest. When she starts to suggest, you start thinking about death. And very soon it seems what is best. As she spins her deceit, death doesn't even have to lift his feet, as she gets you to lay your body at his feet. Surely you've heard her say, this is the only way, it's really for the best, it's just a little rest. Anyway, you're not doing it for you, you're doing it for them. Oh, that's such a gem, like coughed up phlegm. Speaking of bodies, you might have given up, but your body has not. And it's going to fight for your life, which is going to cause you some strife. Your body's not ready to go, and it's going to say no. Are you really sure it's time for you to go? If you think you're in pain now, that's just the prelude. Because if you kill yourself, it's going to be a deluge. It's not like in the movies where people drift off to sleep. Killing yourself, it's going to make you weep. Death by suicide, it ain't no theme park ride, but it is the most uncomfortable ride. It ends with death and a loss of pride. It's not like a Ferris wheel that makes you squeal. From this ride, you won't survive. It's not like a merry-go-round going round and round, it's going straight down to the underground. It's not like some romantic adventure, it's more like psychological misadventure. It's not like Christopher Columbus making some great discovery. From this trip, there will be no recovery. It's not Stargate or Heaven's Gate, but it is the sealing of your fate. Death ain't no sleeping beauty, it's you in a coffin and people visiting out of duty. So have you thought about your family and friends? Oh yes, you contend. And I'm leaving them a goodbye note. What? A suicide note? That must be a joke. I think they'd rather have a vote than to read your death note. Why don't you leave them a Dear John letter instead? I'm sure they'd rather that than you be dead. Whatever you say in your note, it won't mean a damn as they hear your coffin slam. You left them is what they will learn as they watch your body burn. Do you really think that what you say will make them feel okay, given that you're not here today? To them you will leave a legacy, and what do you think that might be? Why do you take your life when you did not make your life? What did you do to be born, or when did you sculpt out your form? You are not your maker, so why play undertaker? This life, it's not yours to take, for this life you did not make. Have you ever thought that if your life was more than just you, maybe it's for a great purpose you never knew? So you say you can't stand this guilt. It weighs you down like heavy silt, so heavy it makes you tilt. And you hate what your life has become? So you want to leave it under? You say you can't stand the pain of this life? So you want to end this strife? You say you can't bear this emptiness? It's so relentless, so devoid of meaning and purpose, like a clown without a circus? You see people who belong and are loved, but you only feel lonely and unloved. And listening to their laughter makes you seek the hereafter. I know these things have got you down, but you belong above the ground. not a corpse in the cold, wet underground. Don't go away, please stay. Don't fall on your sword, you don't belong in the morgue. I'm so sorry for your pain, but wait a little while, things don't stay the same. Please don't leave this earth, because really, you're of so much worth. And it seems to me, it's not you who needs to die, but all those things that make you sigh and cry. Suicide? She's been telling you a lie. You don't have to die. So now when she says there's no turning back and you don't belong, she's wrong. You can be strong, resist her, and she'll soon be gone. Now shut the door hard and fast and shut suicide out at last. Now come on, get on the phone, talk to someone. It's not time for you to end, it's time for you to mend. It's not time for your funeral, it's time for your renewal. Now your Maker knows you because He made you. Suicide hates you, but He loves you. That's why He died for you. He knows all about your pain and your thoughts about becoming the dearly departed. Isn't that a coincidence? He came to heal the brokenhearted. He knew your pain would lead you to death's gate, but because of Him, this need not be your fate. You and Jesus are not so dissimilar. You're both willing to give up your lives. I don't know what your reason is, but you were His. Don't you see? That's why He bled. So it was not you, but Him instead. It's not time to go away. It's time to come to Him and say, I come to you in my emptiness. I need your forgiveness. I give you my strife. Please fix my life. Now as for suicide, don't listen to her lie. It's not your time to die. But it's time to make some changes and live with pride.